What's going on? We got transfer wide receiver Joseph Williams top plays from last season. This is a very highly anticipated breakdown. I know people are really excited about him as a deep ball threat, and we're going to show you some of his top plays, so make sure you stay tuned.
Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bumped and prime. Well, hello, who's next? Are you capping, talking sauce, and do your words match your video? Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bumped and prime.
Yo, what's going on? It's your guys Buffed and Prime, CT the Fan, T Cal. What's good with you, bro?
Man, we talking about Joseph Williams, Tulsa transfer receiver who is at Colorado already in spring practice. We're going to show some of his top plays from the past season. CT is going to give us some background info on him, let us know about him. So let's see what we got.
It's Joseph Williams, wide receiver. He's 6'2", 195, coming in sophomore, finished the sophomore season. So he's coming in Colorado as a junior.
No, he's coming as a sophomore.
Oh, he's coming as a sophomore. So he was number 286 overall in the transfer portal, number 58 receiver. His freshman year, he played in all 12 games. He started 5. He had 588 receiving yards. He had a total of 5 receiving touchdowns and averaged 19.6 yards per reception, which was good for 12th in the country. He had 3 straight 100 or more receiving yard games, only the second freshman from Tulsa to do so.
Yeah, so he I don't think he played in all the games. I know it said that he did, but he didn't have he has stats for maybe like 7, 8, and he balled in those.
Might be like a special teams thing or something.
Possibly, but he had some really good games with some huge. Let me pull up his game log so you can see what it looked like from game to game with him while he was at Tulsa. And it looks like later in the season is when he really started to explode on the scene. So if we pull this up, we're gonna see. Here it is here. So let's go to his game log. So in the game log, he had, this was earlier in the season, 50 yards, 20 yards, 55, but then 112 against UAB and a touchdown, 158 against East Carolina and 3 touchdowns, 126 against USF and 1 touchdown, and then finished the season with 65. So this is a total of 4, 5, 6, 7 games that he had those stats in at a total of 588 yards, 5 touchdowns. So that's solid, really solid for the amount of games that he really saw action in and got targets in, which is really good. And CT, not sure who you bank with, but if you bank with Bank of America, not sure that you know, but they just had a data breach. Well, you can say just had, but the crazy thing about it is they didn't tell anybody for months that this data breach happened. So on average, it takes a company 277 days to report a data breach. There's unlimited things someone could have done in that amount of time with your personal data, which is pretty scary, when you're thinking about it. And this isn't even the first, data breach by Bank of America that they've announced this year, but there's also been Citigroup, JP Morgan, Chase. They've also had data breaches. Your bank could be breached right now and you wouldn't even find out about it until months later. Don't give a criminal a 9-month head start to, take your data. That's why it's really important time to be talking about our sponsor, which is Aura. And Aura is fantastic for protecting you against data breaches and making sure that all of your information is protected. Aura alerts me if they find my phone number, email, or social security number anywhere on the dark web. They're going to let me know immediately so that I can protect it and let me know if anyone tries to access my bank accounts or anything like that. They give up to $5 million for identity theft insurance should the worst case scenario happen, which hopefully it doesn't. They also provide a ton of other features. They also remove your personal info, have spam blocking, VPN, all types of things like that. You can go to our link right here, aura.com/buffedandprime. Make sure you do this right now. You can sign up for a 14-day free trial so you can see how good it is and make sure that your data is protected. That will be enough time for Aura to find out if any of your personal data is exposed, and you'll be able to learn about it before these companies notify you. I highly recommend doing this right now because the only thing most of these companies are going to do is offer free credit monitoring, which doesn't really help after the fact. That's like installing security cameras after you got robbed.
Plus, do you really want them trusting them with that?
Yeah, not at all. There are a ton of data breaches going on, so make sure that you let Aura do the hard work for you. I'm not leaving myself, my family, my credit repair clients, my real estate clients vulnerable to these breaches. If you don't want to either, make sure that you sign up for this. It has fantastic tools. Aura.com/BufftonPrime. All right, so that's the rundown on Joseph Williams. Now, what we do best, let's check out the film, see what he does, and see what we can expect for this upcoming season. So he's wearing number 8 for Tulsa. He's going to be up here at the top of the screen. Let's check him out. It's a decent route right here. It's basically like a post stop. So instead of, or a dig stop, call it different things. But instead of carrying on with the post, he's going to sit it down and sits it down right here in between the zone. And the biggest thing that I've seen from his film, and we'll do a deeper breakdown later in the offseason, is route running ability. I want to see him improve at route running ability. He was a true freshman last year, so definitely a lot of room to grow. Young guy, but I want to see him get better at his routes and be more efficient out of his breaks. But he's a natural hands catcher, like plucks the ball out of the air and fantastic at a high point of the football. And here he is at the top of the screen. And it's going to be an example. Yeah.
You would have got that.
It's a really good example of him. He's just throwing it up for grabs at this point. Quarterback's throwing it up for grabs, but you get that big body receiver that is going to go up and get it. This looks like a Hail Mary play, and he comes down with these a lot.
Man.
All right, we got him up here, top of the screen. Just fade. Great tracking the ball. So when you throw this fade, ideally you want to have it thrown just to his outside shoulder, throw him out here. But it gets to the point where Joseph Williams has to turn, but he's still able to track it even though he's turning his head. Get the feet down. Another contested catch for a touchdown.
Man, as a freshman, that's crazy.
True freshman, yeah. True freshman and going and getting active. Getting active. That's a great catch. Great catch with very tight. That's tight coverage. That is tight coverage.
Joseph Williams.
All right, down here at the bottom of the screen. Let's see what we got. Looks like another jump ball. And that's what he does. That's what he does. Another jump ball, dunked on him. Like, this is for a deep threat. This is fantastic. That is beautiful. That's on a poster somewhere. If you do this at Colorado, that's going to be in a bunch of kids' bedrooms in Boulder. They're going to have this poster of Joseph Williams just straight dunking on somebody.
It's a freshman vertical like that. That's crazy.
And he's 6'2", so he has good height. Yeah, he attacks the ball at the highest point. This is something it's so hard for receivers to do. Receivers, DBs, you always hear them talking about attacking the ball at the highest point. This is what it means. It means as high as you can get, you're catching the ball there instead of waiting for it to come down. Because if he was to wait for this ball to come down, the DB has a chance to either intercept it or get a break on it. But when you attack it at the highest point, then really only you can get it. This is coaches will tell players to do this all the time, and they still it just doesn't click. It clicks for him. Yeah. You can see the way he goes up and gets it. It clicks for him.
Just like a natural with it.
All right, got him up top. Yeah, he's a natural hands catcher. Stop and go, run by him. Ball is late, and again, still comes down with a contested catch.
Ball good with tracking it, ain't he? He's good at tracking the ball.
Really good tracking. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to come down with. All right, now we have him here at the goal line. Good route. That's tough. That's tough. That is tough. So this is a circus route, which looks like this. Do you remember when Colorado did this year?
I felt like Travis Hunter caught it, but maybe I was
North Dakota State. exact same situation. So he's going to come on this circus route, and just like this, on a circus route, ideally you want guy and man coverage, and you'd want him on this side. So then you can just throw the ball out here. However, they passed it off. It looks like, or he got beat, but then realized he's going back inside. So he's going to be here. So you don't want to lead him on this. You're going to have to throw it to his back shoulder, this right shoulder, and throw him open like Shedeur did to Travis. And he's going to throw it to his back shoulder, and Joseph is going to line it up perfectly back of the end zone. Touchdown. That's beautiful.
Man, that's poetry in motion right there.
Smooth. Very, very smooth. Toe tap, great awareness to keep his feet in. Oh, did they count this as a touchdown is the question. Probably not, but the rest of it looked great. Probably not. That's a tough one. But great looking play. All right, now we got him bottom of the screen. Okay, running a fade. Again, high point.
That's what he do.
Held on to that one. Got his feet in. We'll be able to see it from this tight angle. So we got Martavius French right here.
Shout out CU players.
Yeah. Got new Colorado linebacker Martavius French.
Man, he get
high point, get both feet in bounds. Beautiful. Now, this is him against USF. Great separation. Gets away with a little push off. Receivers do that all the time, but gets his separation, trying to catch his balance, and unfortunately gets the ball stripped on this.
Oh.
And the defender comes down with it. But everything else before that was fantastic. And again, I want to see him get better at route running in general. Want to see him get better against press coverage. I think he exposes his chest a little too much a lot of the time. And get better with his hand usage as well at the line of scrimmage. But when he gets in this situation, he has good top end speed. Like
I was wondering, yeah.
Able to separate. And I think if he doesn't trip here, he probably just keeps rolling into the end zone untouched. But that just little trip
allowed the defender to punch the ball out.
Allowed him to catch up and punch it out. Absolutely. And here, just making his quarterback right. Scramble drill. Go, and we're going to see this from the tight. He goes and gets the ball. Like when it's in the air, he feels like it's his. He goes and attacks it. All hands catch. Beautiful extension. Climbs the ladder and gets the foot down. It's a great play. And again, like you said, that's a true freshman making these plays. True freshman. Where we got him here. I believe this is him up top. Yep. Again, hands catch. Go snatch it out of the air. Go snatch it out of the air.
So smooth with it. Just
he's smooth.
It's hard to believe with true freshmen.
He is smooth. We got to out and up. What we're gonna do? Dunk on him. Like he comes down with these and jumps over guys so frequently. It is amazing to see at this age as a true freshman. And as he continues, like this is a guy you can just throw the ball up to and hope for the best.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the best is going to happen.
Yeah. He goes and get it.
He is here at the bottom of the screen. And this is one, catches it, it's fourth down, gets the first down. Good play there. Want to see him more explosive in and out of his cuts. I want to see him set up this DB better. Not doing much to set it up. He's just running pretty much his speed out, rolling out of it. But want to be able to see him attack vertical more so the DB thinks he's going deep. Because right now, this is an easy read.
Right.
The cornerback. Real easy read. And he just really took a bad angle.
Box him out. Oh, yeah. like going for a rebound.
Okay, got him at the bottom. Looks like we're going to get another jump ball. He going to come down with these. Like when the ball is in the air, he feels like it's his. He comes down with so many of these jump balls and he high points them. That is so important to have a guy that will go up and really take it out of the air at its highest point. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, got him at the bottom of the screen. And this is another one. So we get the catch here. Break a tackle too. And this is another fourth down.
Yeah, I like that.
Another fourth down. The route running is what I want to see improved on. I want him to think you're going to run past him. Too high in pad height right here. A little too lackadaisical to where he's not making him respect him going deep.
Right.
What you want to do, you want to be rolling out of here and having this cornerback open up his hips early and getting ready to run. So then you can create more separation right here. So these are things I'm sure that Coach Phillips at Colorado is going to hone in on. I'm sure he's already doing it this spring, making sure that it's getting corrected and helping him get out of his breaks better. But again, contested catch, come down with it. Big time situations, 4th down, got to have it. That's 2 4th downs. We saw them go to him and him come down with it. Now we got a 3rd down. Got him up here. Got to have it. 3rd down.
He make those catches, man. He make those catches.
Yeah,
I like that.
Really good security blanket. And one, from watching Kaden Salter at Liberty, we know he likes big body receivers, like the receiver he had in 2023, I believe CJ Daniels. So having a receiver like this is something that Kaden Salter works well with. But also if we want to talk about Juju Lewis, not just this year, because he's a sophomore and Juju's a freshman. So moving forward, it's always good for younger quarterbacks, really any quarterbacks, definitely younger quarterbacks, to have a big body receiver that can come down with those contested catches. Whether it be a receiver or a tight end. If you have a tight end, that is a great asset for a younger quarterback to be able to get established and, have that safety blanket. So I think he's going to be really good for that for Colorado. I think he's going to be a great safety blanket. I think Coach Phillips is going to do an awesome job with him, improving his route running and helping him understand the game better. But as a true freshman, he's making things happen.
Man, I like him. I like the hands. I like the way he goes up, high points the ball. I like the hand catches. I like how he helped out the quarterback, and I think that's important. So the quarterback, it might not be a perfect throw, but he can still go get it. And I love the way he tracks the ball in the air, because I noticed that in the end zone when you threw it over there, but he had to adjust that way. I mean, I'm like, man, are you sure this guy's a true freshman? Because I'm like, man.
True freshman, looked fantastic. Not sure how many offers he had out of the portal. I'm sure it'd be a lot if they watch him, because to get a guy like that who has all that eligibility left, and you can, if you're a good coach, that, hey, I can, get him here and him there. Mm-hmm. And shoot, I mean, I think the sky's the limit for him if he can improve his route running and become a really good route runner. So I'm really excited about him. I'm sure. I know the fans are excited about him.
Yeah, man. They love the receivers in Boulder.
If you guys are new here, if you're not new here, make sure you like the video. This is content you can't get anywhere else. Share it, comment, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, because a lot of our fans tell us that they check multiple times and they get unsubscribed.
Facts.
Somehow.
Double check, even if you're already a fan. If you think you subscribe.
Gotta check. Follow us on Patreon. That's where you get the early access. That's where this video hits first. That's where all of our videos hit first. That's exclusive access, the private chats. That's where you get the breakdowns early, the in-depth breakdowns, the ones we do during the season, the opponent scouts, just fantastic information. If you're in there for the transfer portal, Sincere Brown, who's a current Colorado target, hope we can get him. That was shown to Patreon first before anybody. And if you know,
Yeah,
so we'll see how that ends up playing out. But CT, final words.
Okay, to evolve. Who's next?
Who's next? Do your words match your video? Yeah, this for my boy TKL.